given that they're showing the projects. Those are their pet projects which they have done so far. And of course, their campaign tag right now is bring us back in so that we can finish some of these projects that we started.
Jubilee can say what they want to say. Jubilee can shout about work. Jubilee can show SGR. Bottom line, Michael, is that the political class in Kenya on both sides relies on tribal politics to remain relevant. I said here a few weeks ago that if tribalism died today, the only people in this country who would not have jobs are the tribal kingpins in Jubilee and in NASA. I have said that there is nothing wrong with tribe. The problem in this country is not tribe. The problem in this country is tribalism. And I have defined tribalism. Tribalism is the use of tribe to include or to exclude. What has happened in Jubilee is that Jubilee has used tribe to exclude. Now, NASA wants to use tribe to include. Unfortunately, inclusion means exclusion for others. I have always asked, NASA claims that they want to unite Kenya, okay? And I ask myself, aren't Kikuyus and Kalenjins Kenyans? So if you want to unite Kenyans, can we then see the face of Kenya? That is number one. Number two, Michael, the argument of exclusion, because we are dealing with a tribal political class, their definition of exclusion is always exclusion and inclusion of tribe. Is there something to be said about exclusion and inclusion in politics in this country? Yes. But it is the exclusion and inclusion of other demographics outside tribe. I will give you an example. Women in this country are 54% of the population. There is no single tribe in this country that is 54% of the population. Meaning that even if you were to take the largest tribe and exclude it from politics, it would not be the same as excluding 54% of the population from politics. But is this an issue for NASA and Jubilee? Absolutely not, because their whole political narrative is grounded on tribe. So when they are talking about exclusion and inclusion, they're talking about tribe. When I am talking about exclusion and inclusion, Michael, I am talking about 54% of the population, which is women. I am talking about 70% of the population, which is youth. There is no group in this country, Michael, that is more disenfranchised economically, socially, and politically than the youth. And if NASA and Jubilee are interested in the argument of inclusion and exclusion, they should be talking about the youth of this country. They should be talking about the women of this country. But because their whole political narrative is based on tribalism, when Jubilee is talking about inclusion, it is talking about tribe. When NASA is talking about inclusion, it is talking about tribe. And that is why I have said that the only way to move politics into a different trajectory is to get a new non-ethnic political narrative. We will then be able to ground our politics on something else other than tribalism.
Right.
But for so long as we have Jubilee and NASA, tribalism is all you get.